What's good, fight fans? It's your boy Quick back again with another video. Let's talk about this Claressa Shields versus Laila Ali. Um, it's been catching a lot of heat lately. I didn't want to speak on it too much, but I mean, I just want to get my take on it. I mean, it's been catching a lot of steam. Shout out to Boxing with Akim Barak, Serious Fight Nation. Shout out to Sway, and also shout out to the TMZ, and also to shout out to the Breakfast Club because that's where most of the content that I'm going to be speaking on, that came from from what they were speaking on. Laila Ali, she was on those network, and Claressa was on the Breakfast Club, and also Claressa spoke on TMZ as well. She gave her take on it, and she posted on her Instagram page as well about how she feel about everything. But just put it all into perspective. Everyone knows Laila Ali, of course, the daughter of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. She gave her take on how she feel about Claressa. And before I go in depth, go a little bit in depth about the whole thing as a whole, everything as a whole, I feel like she gave her side of things, and Claressa gave her side of things, and we in the boxing community and as a fan base, we fed into it and we took it and ran with it, and as basically as us looking on the outside looking in, we could take it and feel like it was a lot of things being said that could really spark. But me taking it as a real fight fan, I would say as a fighter of Laila Ali's caliber and as a fighter of Claressa Shields' caliber, you're gonna have that kind of build up inside of them because neither one of them is gonna back down. They're gonna say what they're gonna say, and that's it. I mean, that's just how they feel as fighters. I mean, they're not gonna take words lightly, and it's gonna spark something. Yeah, it's gonna it will take. It's going to take a lot to get Laila Ali, back into the ring. But for me, do I want to see it? No, because I feel like that era has passed. I mean, do I feel like Claressa need to reach back and pull Laila Ali back into the ring? No, but if Laila Ali wants that trouble, I mean, I'm pretty sure she can get it. Cause Claressa's not backing down, and of course Laila Ali is not going to back down. But I don't want to see it because to me, I feel like Claressa has a lot to gain moving forward. And even if the fight does happen, I would, of course I'll watch it. I mean, no doubt about it. And of course it will make a big money fight. I mean, promoters will jump to it and try to make it happen. But my question is, what does it do after it's all over? I mean, yeah, it's a big money fight, but what does it do for the other females that's out there that's trying to get that big money fight, that's trying to push ladies boxing moving forward? I mean, like I said, I mean you have Claressa, she's trying to really push that big check for women's boxing. And I feel like with what she's doing, she's marketing herself, and you have other fighters doing it as well. I mean, you have a lot to look at. You have Katie Taylor, you have Cecilia Breakers. I mean, you even have the newer unified champions. You have Alejandra Jimenez just became a unified WBC 168 champion, and yes, she is a female. So let's clear the air about that. I know there's a lot of people were speculating about her being a female. I mean, about her being a male. She's a female. Let's kill that. And then you also have and that same night that Claressa fought, she was on the undercard. She became a unified champion as well. And then you also have Claressa that's dancing in three weight classes. I mean, she pretty much has a lot going. So I feel like, I mean, it's a lot that was said between the two. And yeah, I mean, make no mistake, it's just the fighter inside of both of them, and it's definitely a bigger fighter inside Laila Ali because you spark something in them, and if words that could be misconstrued back. She said during the ESPY there was something that was said, and Laila and Claressa, whatever, they cross paths or whatever, and you could probably go back and check those guys out. I mean, and you know, check the video out. But the thing about it is, the fighter mentality in fighters is hard to it's hard to back down no matter what. So no matter what we say to them, I mean, it is what it is. It's in them. But my biggest thing for me is what's going to happen if that fight happens. What's going to happen after the fact? I mean, will this spring forward the big fights for females after the fact, or will they just take that money and just go? I mean, you already have rumor has it that she still rumor has it still got talks about you know, Amanda News still in the mix talking about, you know, UFC fight. I mean, so Claressa has a lot to look forward to moving forward. I mean, it's a money fight for her regardless. It's a lot. She has a lot of options. I mean, she's a marketable fighter. She already done achieved so much in 10 fights. I mean, she has a lot. So I mean, yes, it will take a lot to pull Laila out of her already stunning, you know, stunning career that she's already done. If she's willing, she already got a lot going for herself. So me personally, I mean, I would want to see it, but I wouldn't be happy at the end of the day because I feel like it's taking away, it's pulling something away from women's boxing moving forward, despite it being a female fight. You know what I mean? That's just my take on it. I mean, I just think that it will be something that I feel like that we can pull from other fighters that's already in the mix. I mean, she already said, I mean, Claressa already said Cecilia Brockers don't want to fight her. I got it. But if I look at the options that she has moving forward, she has a lot going for herself. She has a lot of big names out there that she can go ahead on and I mean, she still has a lot. She can be a full-time division. I mean, she can go right back and take that title. I mean, she can go right back and get that division at 168. She can go back and be another undisputed. Again, I mean, it's just a lot that she has moving forward. And also, I mean, this to me, I would like to see her fight that Jimenez, the Jimenez 168 pounder. I like to see her go and take that title back, take that title from her. But like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the sport. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I like errors and I like records to be broken. I feel like that ship has sailed. But if at the end of the day, if Laila Ali wants to get in, if they pull it together, it's fine. I have no problems with it. I mean, I like it. But like I said, as a fighter mentality, I mean, he sparks something in them. They want it. They want to get it. Let's make it happen. So I'll give you a prime example. I mean, you look at the Conor McGregor and the Mayweather. I mean, when they fought, I mean, things stayed the same, but it sparked. I mean, it didn't, I mean, it pushed, it still, you know, men's boxing, it still stayed the same because it's already there. The money is already there. But what it's going to take to get female fighter to that point that she's trying to get there. So I mean, it's going to take a lot to really get, I mean, promoters to get behind the female fighters and really push them to the next level. I myself, I'm always about, you know, taking the sport and pushing it to the next level. And yes, I feel like, I mean, they keep saying the competition is not there. I mean, at the end of the day, I still think they should get paid more because they're still putting their life on the line at the end of the day. I mean, the 2 to 3 minute rounds, yeah, I get it, but I still feel like at the end of the day they should get more money. I mean, that's just my take on it. I mean, I can expand on it more. I mean, but I still feel at the end of the day, Laila Ali is going to be Laila Ali regardless. Claressa Shields, she's not going to back down from any challenges. That's just the fighter in her, and she got. I mean, she no matter despite what people say. I mean, humble herself, whatever. If people come to her and say the things that they say about her, and I mean, I read some of the comments and stuff like that. It is what it is. I mean, she's gonna bite, she's gonna bark back. That's any fighter. I mean, that's just how it is. She's gonna do that no matter what. And Laila is the same way. I mean, but I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, I still think if this is the fight that's gonna push female boxing forward, I'm for it. But if it's gonna leave female boxing stagnant after the fact, then I don't think it's gonna be a good spot for female fighters because it leaves female fighters at a place where it's not really pushing it forward to me. So I still think that I feel that it should just it should just let the spark be between Twitter and let us talk about it like the water shoulda woulda coulda, because back in our era we always say we wish Aaron Wolf could have made that fight with Laila. I mean, and I'm a fan of Aaron Wolf. I've always been a fan of Aaron Wolf. I mean, inside the ring and outside the ring, she's a great person. I like everything she do. I mean, I'm always gonna be a fan of Aaron Wolf no matter what. I mean, I love everything about her. I mean, but at the end of the day, I still feel like this fight, if it happens, as a fan, yeah, I'll watch it. But my biggest thing is what's gonna happen after the fact. Is it gonna really increase the popularity? Or is it just gonna be like, okay, the fight happened, just like the Ali, Laila Ali and Jackie Frazier. After that fight, I didn't see any increase in pay or anything after that fight. It was just a publicity, big fight, because I mean, the age gap. I mean, Jackie she was almost 40. I mean, when she fought Laila, and then you look at it right now. I mean, Laila said she was like what 41, 42, and then you got a younger Claressa. So I mean, it's the same setup. I mean, I still feel like I said, I just want to see a bigger pay gap change. I just want to see it push forward, because I feel like these female boxing is not going anywhere, because you have female fighters that still coming up. So no matter how you look at it, I still feel like the gap needs to change. So I'm all for the change, and it needs to be made. So I support what Claressa is trying to do. But like I said, if this fight is going to push, if it's going to push female fighters pay gap increase a little, I'm all for it. But if it's not, then I mean, you get your money and get out. So it's all about the money. Like Claressa said, she followed the money. Hey, follow the money. I feel like it's gonna definitely be with her and Amanda Nunes. If that fight happens, there's definitely gonna be money there. But then you have all these other fighters that's sitting there waiting as well, that's coming up. So I mean, you got Raquel Miller. That's a good fighter as well. I forgot to mention her. She's a good fighter. So I mean, it's a lot of good female fighters that some people are not mentioning that's on the rise. That's really good. So I just think that we should support female fighters the same way we support male fighters, because I'm a fan of the sport regardless. I mean, I support it 110%, and I love the sport regardless. So they put their life on the line just like we do. I mean, no matter what, I'm all for it. But as a fan of this fight, I just feel like her era, just let it stay there, and let Claressa be Claressa. Let her do what she need to do. And like I said, the fighter inside of both of them is coming out. And we as fans, we love it. We want to see it happen. We want to promote it. I mean, it is what it is. So at the end of the day, I mean, I will click on the pay-per-view and buy it. But I just want to see what's going to happen after the fact. The respect factor is there. I don't care what nobody say. The respect factor is there despite what we see. I mean, it's just a fighter inside of both of them. Because if you go to any older fighter right now, you can go to any older fighter and say something from a previous fighter. I'm pretty sure they're ready to fight. It's just a fighter inside of all of them. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, they'll get it on. It's just, I mean, it is. And then you say a year for her to train and get, to get ready. So Claressa is still gonna be Claressa. Claressa is not waiting for her. She's gonna keep it moving. So I mean, so whenever she feel like she's ready, it's gonna happen. So. And then too, I mean, I think a couple of fights. I mean, she's still gonna need a tune-up fight. So, I mean, we just gonna have to see what happens. So, if it happens, it happens. If not, then, I mean, it is like I said, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I just want to see if this is what we need to push female boxing forward, then make it happen. But if it's gonna just be a money fight, and I understand Claressa, like she said, she followed the money. Let's see what happens after that. But if it's gonna push them forward, I'm all for it. Let's make it happen. So this is a quick signing off, and thank you to all my subscribers that's been tuning in. I appreciate you all along with me on the journey. I have another video soon. Thanks again for all y'all support, and God bless y'all.